So let's do the same thing with these two dots. We have the dot 3, -1 here, and the dot -2, 4 here. And then we can draw a line that goes through those dots like this. And we could find the slope of this line in the same way. If we could count it off, we would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from there, we could go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our slope, rise over run. In order to get from one dot to the next, we went down 5 and to the right 5. Now down is negative, so this time we have a -5 in the numerator, right is positive, and so we have a +5 in the denominator. And this time then our slope is -1. Again, we could find that using the formula for slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We label one of these dots x1, y1, and the other one x2, y2, and then plug the values in. y2 is 4, y1 is -1, x2 is -2, and x1 is 3. We wind up with 4 minus -1, or 4 plus 1, which is 5, over -2 minus 3, which is -5. And again, we find the slope to be -1. Now, notice again that first, when we counted it off, we had -5 over 5. And then when we used the formula, we had 5 over -5. Had we switched these two dots and called the first one x2, y2 and the second one x1, y1, we would have had this orientation, -5 over 5. It doesn't matter how you label them, just as long as one of them is called x1, y1 and the other one is called x2, y2. Okay, the equation of this line. Now, if we were to eyeball it, it would look like the y-intercept here is 2. And we could count it off, actually, and see if that's the case. We would start at this dot, -2, 4, and go down 1 to the right one. And we would be at the dot -1, 3. And then if we go down 1 to the right one again, using this slope, -1, which can also be written -1 over 1, so we get it in its rise over run form, we would be at this dot 0, 2. So it really looks like the y-intercept would be 2. So it looks like the equation of our line should probably be y equals -x plus 2. But let's go through the process of actually finding it and verify that. So here's our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. We have this ordered pair 3, -1 that satisfies this equation when m is -1. So we would put -1 in for y, equals -1 for m, and then 3 for x. And plus b, and solve for b. So we have -1 equals -3 plus b. We'll add 3 to both sides. And we'll find out that b is 2, which is what we thought when we eyeballed it here on the graph. So the equation of our line here then is y equals -x plus 2. We could, again, eyeball our intercepts. We already know one of them, 0, 2, and it looks like the other one would probably be 2, 0. But let's do what we did last time, and let's find these values by using a t-chart. So if we put 0 in for x here, we'd find that y is 2, and we already knew that. If we put 0 in for y here, then we would get a value of 2 for x. 0 equals -2 plus 2. And so just like we thought, our intercepts are 0, 2, and 2, 0.